Hey everyone, welcome back to Blue Aquatics. Today's video is more than just a tale from my fish keeping adventures. It's a heartfelt story about choices, challenges, and the emotional journey that comes with caring for your aquatic friends. This story centers around a beautiful pair of parrotfish who were ready to breed and how my decision to introduce a flower into the tank turned everything upside down. Was it a mistake? Join me as I reflect on my experience, the dynamics of fish behavior, and what I learned through this challenging time. So, first one, a breeding pair, peace in the pond. Let's rewind to the beginning of the journey. I had this incredible pair of parrotfish, vibrant, colorful, and full of life. They were like a little underwater romance story unfolding right before my eyes. Watching the male diligently court the female, fanning his fins, and doing his little dance to attract her was mesmerizing. The male took on the role of protector, meticulously clearing out their chosen breeding spot. It was like watching nature's choreography in motion. I felt such joy seeing them bond. Their connection was palpable, and I was overjoyed at the prospect of baby parrotfish entering my aquarium. Every morning, I would rush to the tank, eager to see their progress. I was particularly fascinated by how they communicated, their body language, telling a story of love and partnership. As they swam together, I felt a sense of pride, knowing that I had provided them with an environment where they could thrive. The water conditions were just right, the plants provided shelter, and the space was perfect for their breeding ritual. Everything was in harmony, and I believed that soon I would witness the miracle of new life. So, the arrival of the flower. Is it a bad decision? But then, in a moment of impulse, I made a choice that would shake this peaceful existence. I have always been captivated by flower-ons. Their unique appearance and vibrant personalities caught my eye. I thought, how amazing would it be to add such a beautiful creature to my mini pond? The flower-on's striking colors and unique head structure drew me in, and I imagined how it would be bring a new dynamic to my aquarium. I envisioned them all swimming together, creating a colorful tapestry of life. However, I did not take enough time to fully understand the implications of introducing a flower, especially to a tank where a pair of parrotfish were gearing up to breed. As I moved the flower into the larger aquarium, I felt a mix of excitement. Little did I know, my excitement would quickly turn to regret. Initially, the flower swam around confidently, investigating its new environment. I felt a rush of joy at how vibrant and lively my tank had become. However, as I watched, I noticed that the flower was not just curious, it was also assertive. It started claiming areas of the tank, darting around with a confidence that soon turned into aggression. The battle begins, a clash of territories. Within a day, the atmosphere shifted dramatically. The flower began to assert its dominance, and the first sign of aggression appeared. I watched in horror as the male parrotfish, who had been so focused on breeding, was suddenly confronted by this new adversary. The flower was aggressive, swimming toward the male and establishing its territory. What followed was a series of intense confrontations. The two fish engaged in lip locking, a behavior that signifies not just rivalry but a serious battle for dominance. I had read about lip locking, but seeing it unfold in my own tank was a completely different experience. It was alarming, heart-wrenching, and utterly confusing. Each time I approached the tank, my heart raced. I could feel the tension in the water. The sound of their bodies clashing echoed in my mind, reminding me of the chaos unfolding before me. The Floweron's assertiveness was overwhelming, and I felt helpless as I witnessed the male parrotfish struggling to defend his territory. I remember feeling a wave of guilt wash over me. I had introduced this conflict into their lives. I had disrupted the peace, and I could see the toll it was taking on the male parrotfish. He was exhausted, his once bright colors now dulled from stress, and I could feel his frustration. Each battle was not just a display of aggression, it was a fight for survival, a fight for love. The female left behind, a breeding failure. The heart ache deepened as the female parrotfish was left behind, feeling abandoned in his chaos. She hovered near their breeding spot, her behavior showing clear signs of stress. It was painful to witness the hopeful moment of breeding turning into despair. As the male parrotfish became preoccupied with defending against the Floweron, the female was caught in the crossfire. Each time he tried to approach her, he was pulled back into another skirmish. I could see her swimming in circles, searching for reassurance, her vibrant colors dimming with each passing moment. Every time I saw her lingering by the breeding site, I felt a pang of sorrow. She seemed so confused, longing for the companionship of her mate but trapped in his chaotic situation. It was a stark contrast to the harmony I had witnessed just days before. My heart sank as I realized the dream of baby parrotfish was slipping away. So was it a mistake? Reflecting on my choice, this experience forced me to confront the tough question: was I wrong to introduce the Floweron? The answer was painfully clear. Yes, I was wrong. I had not taken into account the Floweron's aggressive nature, especially in a tank with fish that were about to breed. Flowerons are known for their territorial behaviors, and introducing one during such a sensitive time for the parrotfish was a mistake I deeply regretted. I had let my enthusiasm overshadow my better judgment. As I sat there watching the turmoil, I could not help but wonder what I could have done differently. I should have researched the compatibility of species more thoroughly. I should have considered the timing of introducing a new fish when my parrotfish was preparing to breed. It was a wake-up call about the seriousness of fish keeping and the impact of our decisions. I learned that the fish keeping is not just about filling a tank with beautiful creatures. It's about understanding their needs, behaviors, and the delicate balance that allow them to thrive. Every species has its own temperament, and I had failed to respect that. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of adding new fish, but we must prioritize their well-being above all. So, lessons learned moving forward as a fish keeper. This experience has taught me invaluable lessons about patience and mindfulness as a fish keeper. It's crucial to consider the specific needs of each species and how they interact with one another. From now on, I will approach new additions with careful thought, ensuring the environment remains calm and stress-free. I have realized that not every fish can coexist peacefully, especially during critical periods like breeding. When introducing a new fish, understanding its behavior and potential impact on existing residents is key. The balance in a tank can be delicate and we must treat carefully. I also learned the importance of monitoring the dynamics in the tank closely. It's not enough to simply add new fish and hope for the best. We need to be vigilant, ready to make changes if the environment becomes hostile. This experience had made me more observant and attentive to the needs of my fish. Next is emotional connection, more than just fish. This experience has been a powerful reminder that fish keeping is about more than just maintaining a tank. It's about forming emotional connection with the creatures we care for. Each fish has its personality and they become part of our lives in ways we can't always articulate. Watching the struggle of my parrotfish has taught me empathy and responsibility. These creatures rely on us for their well being, and it's our duty to provide them with a safe and nurturing environment. As I look at my tank now, I realize that every choice I make has a ripple effect on their lives. While the road ahead may be uncertain, I am committed to making better decisions and fostering a more harmonious environment for my fish. I hope to share this journey with all of you to help others learn from my experience. So, summing up, invitation to the audience. Thank you for joining me on this emotional journey today. If you have ever faced challenges in your own fish keeping adventures, I encourage you to share your stories in the comments below. Let's learn from each other and grow as a community of passionate aquarists. Remember, every experience, good or bad, teaches us something valuable. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe and hit that notification bell to join me for more adventures in the world of aquatics. Until next time, happy fish keeping!